this little board gives me a chance to win a Bitcoin solo block every 10 minutes. At the time of recording, that's 6.25 Bitcoin. And it only cost me about 5 cents a day to run. Basically, it's a crypto lottery ticket with Bitcoin being the grand prize. So where can you get this sweet little board, and how do you set it up when it arrives? Well, let's talk about that. My name's Alex, Geek of All Trades, and this is the Bitaxe Ultra Bitcoin miner. First things first, full transparency. The good people over at bitcoinmerch.com sent this to me for review. I haven't been paid to say anything good or bad about it. And as always, they're aware that I'm going to give my complete and honest thoughts about this thing, good or bad, indifferent, because my intention here is to talk about the tech, because I'm a geek and that's what I like. That being said, let's check this bad boy out. Like I said before, guys over at Bitcoin, the people over at bitcoinmerch.com sent this to me to check out and review and do some videos. This is it here. So this essentially is like a development board with a single ASIC chip on it. The chip comes from an Antminer S19 model. I think it's the XP model. Anyway, this one chip at, 5 volts, I think is what this barrel connector is rated as. On paper, it says 425 gigahash. It's kind of cool. You can get in and overclock it, kind of change the tuning frequencies on the chip itself in the software. And I've got mine almost up to 600 gigahash, which is pretty sick if you think about that. Out of the box, you get the board. This little, it's like a segmented display, is separate in the box, or at least it was in mine. You get a Bitcoin coin, kind of cool. And you get the barrel plug that plugs into the board for power, right? Now, let's go ahead and plug this bad boy in and let me show you how it works out of the box. When you plug it in, it's going to transmit a wireless signal, its own SSID that you can attach to either by your phone or laptop, desktop, whatever. Here's what that looks like. So I've already got mine set up, but I can press and hold this button, and I think it will wirelessly transmit now. Yeah, there we are. Bitaxe E141. Yours is going to say something different, probably. All right, so I'm connected wirelessly. You're going to go to 192.168.4.1, and boom, this is the setting page for Axe OS, which is the operating system that's on the device. What you'll want to do is go into settings here, put in your Wi-Fi SSID. You're going to need to manually type this in. There's not a drop down or any type of way to select this other than you manually putting it in. So you're going to put in your Wi-Fi and your password. For your Stratum URL, there's many Bitcoin pools out there. So pick one. I'm using Lucky Monster. So btc.luckymonster.pro and the correct Stratum port. You'll find that on the website of the pool that you're going to be using for this. Stratum user is going to be your wallet address typically. That may change depending on what pool you're going to be attaching to. So for this one, for example, it's my wallet address dot worker name, and I just named it Bitaxe. Now here's one thing to keep in mind, and this is where I messed up at first. Frequency and core voltage are blank. They were blank, at least for me, when I first plugged this in, connected to it, and started using it. These two were blank, and I just hit save. I just left it alone. I just thought that was part of default. I didn't know. And I was only getting like 30 gigahash or something. It was extremely low. It wasn't happening. So I came in here, and if you click it, by default, it's here at 485. I bumped this bad boy up to 550. The core voltage was at 1200. I bumped it to 1250. And I hit save. After you hit save, you're going to come up here and hit restart. Now that you hit restart, it's going to be attaching to the SSID that you assigned to it. Okay, cool. It is not connected to that anymore. On the screen itself, we'll let it finish rebooting. And oh, there goes. Wait, that's the fan voltage. There we are. 192.168.0.83. So eventually, it will display the IP address that's assigned to it when it's connected. Eventually, it'll connect and start fucking working, maybe. So we can see here that the frequency and the core voltage went back to 0. I can go in and change the core voltage and frequencies. We'll hit save and we'll hit restart. Go back here, wait for it to reboot itself and wait for it to connect. We can see that the frequency and core voltage were saved this time, so we can go back to our main screen. Handshake done, new connection was opened. So it looks like we're connected to the pool. We can go to, we'll copy our wallet address and go to Lucky Monster. Oh, that's my Doge. What? Come down here, paste our Bitcoin address. We can see our one worker is already online. And if you know anything about mining crypto, sometimes pool side or miner side doesn't necessarily read what's going on correctly here. So for example, this is showing that I'm at 4.3 terahash on this little board. I don't think that's right. We can see the current hash rate here. Our workers online. We can see our hash rate. So it's being recognized by the pool. That's fantastic. Now back to the OS, because this is showing 11 watts by default. If we come over here to energy cost calculator, so we're doing 11 watts, 24 hours a day at 12 cents. That's an energy cost of 3 cents a day. So for $11.56 a year, you've got a chance to earn a solo Bitcoin block. So what I did to set this up is under settings, I went to frequency of 550, core voltage of 1250. So it's not maxed. It's not like balls out, right? Save, restart, back here, and we'll wait for it to pop back up. I didn't want to push it too far, but at the wattage, why not? I mean,
later.
Well, that doesn't look right. 0 of 25,000. Go back into settings. It errored out again. All right, so we're going to change this again. Then we'll hit restart from here.
Eventually.
So we've reset this a couple of times, and as you can see, I mean, it's been up for, what, 8 minutes now? We're at 300 gigahash. A little bit ago, it was showing like 2.1 terahash. It's gonna fluctuate depending on the frequency and the settings that you have, you know, anywhere between 4 and I've seen it up to 600 gigahash consistently. You can see it's climbing now at 323, and it's just gonna continue to go up. Now, there's a website out there called solochance.com, and you can put in your hash rate or even your Bitcoin address if you're on CK Pool. It'll give you an idea how long it's expected to take for you to find a solo Bitcoin block. If we just type in an average at 500 gigahash, which is probably around what you're gonna land at when it's all said and done. Yeah, we're already over 400. We hit go. Our chance per block is 1 in 1 million. Oh, 1,077,345,919, or a 1 in 7.5 million chance per day. Estimated time to find a Bitcoin block, 20,000 years.
So you're telling me there's a chance? Yeah!
Yeah, there's always a chance. I mean, if you look at it this way, what is it? Chance per day, 1 in 7 million, 7.5 million. Your odds of winning the Powerball jackpot is 1 in 300 million. And that's, I don't know, how often do they do jackpot? Or do they do lottery things? Is it like once a week or once a month? It's like once a week, isn't it? I don't know. I don't play the lottery. This is my lottery ticket. Right now it's on sale for $219 or $220. If you're interested in it, there's a link down in the description with a promo code that'll save you a little bit of money. Go check that out. Let them know I sent you. I don't know, maybe you'll hit a solo block using one of these bad boys. Stranger things have happened. Could be a pretty cool Christmas present for somebody that's into crypto. I don't like that it's wide open. You just get your board. It's got a fan spinning on the top of it. The little display or LCD display on it is like, I don't know, it's just 4 pins that you slide on there. And it's not the most secure thing in the world. It kind of flops around a little bit. It's just flopping. And all the circuitry is just wide open there. I would like to see something that, a case, something to just slide it into, will hold it in place, and there's not a possibility of putting your finger through the fan or fucking it up in some way. Because that's my luck, is it's just sitting on my desk. And like, have a bottle of water, fat finger it, and knock that motherfucker over, and just short out my freaking lottery ticket. And then what? I have 0 chance of hitting a Bitcoin block. 0. Yeah, at least the Mars lander was in like a little case. Let me know what you think about the Bitaxe Ultra here. Bitcoin lotto ticket. What do you think? Is that something that you'd be interested in? Personally, I'd like to see one with an L7 chip on it so that I could solo mine Dogecoin or Litecoin on something this small. I'd love to hit a Dogecoin solo block. 10,000 Doge. If you made it this far in the video and you learned something today, hit that thumbs up button. These are the kind of videos that you like to watch. Consider subscribing and hit that notification ring-a-ling and ding-a-ling ding bell. And of course, thanks for watching.